In this video, I'm going to show you alternative ranking, how it works, and how you can include it in your product rec scenarios. Alternative ranking is essentially a way of separating your alternative platforms in a way that you can easily compare their fees in the scenario screen, which is what we're in at the moment. You can see I've already set up a current and a recommended platform here to save a bit of time. But what we're going to do is recommend some alternatives. So we're going to do it the easiest way, which is by duplicating and changing the name of our recommended product. So we're not worrying too much about the actual investment recommendations today. We're just going to play around with the platforms. So you can see here, I've duplicated and moved this recommended platform across, and we're just going to quickly swap the platforms out to get some alternatives. So I'm just going to choose, here we go. So I'm just going to change these platforms and generate some new fee sets, which will just take a moment. So we're going to use the duplicate and drag functionality, of course. It is by far the fastest way to do your alternatives. So we've got first wrap, Hub24, last one can be, I don't know, MyNorth, why not? There we go. All right, so we've quickly duplicated and moved some alternative products across. And of course, at the moment, as you can see, they've all got this plus here. None of them have been assigned a rank. And of course, the fees at the top here are summed, which is not really what we want. So what we can do is assign each of them a rank. Simply click this button and it's going to say A, or we can click it twice, B, and we'll do the third one, C. And you can see as we assign each of them a rank, it's going to split out our fees up the top here. So we get a little bit of an easier way to compare across these platforms. You can do as many rankings as you like. I've just done 3 here for simplicity's sake. And it's going to really easily allow us to compare platforms in this kind of scenario. Obviously, this is a rollover I've done here with 3 different alternative wrap accounts. It's worth me also noting here in the asset allocation table at the top, we do just display the A alternative, so the top ranked alternative, if you like. I've chosen these fairly arbitrarily, but you may want to choose them by fee or whatever it may be. So that's one way of using our alternative ranking. The other way, of course, is if you have more complex scenarios that you wish to compare. So for simplicity's sake, I've already made a scenario in which this is used. You can see in this scenario, we've got an investment wrap and some cash, and we're essentially showing in our alternatives different levels of cash. So this one's got 100K in cash, 600 invested. This one's got 300 in cash, 400 invested, and so on and so forth. So you can, of course, assign multiple platforms to an alternative rank, and it's going to sum them and show you, of course, up the top here, the differences in those options. I mean, predictably, in this case, the one with the most cash is going to be the cheapest. Doesn't necessarily mean it's what the client wants, but it's an easy way of comparing fees for different scenarios, if you like, rather than different platforms. You could, of course, do a hybrid, different varying levels of cash in different scenarios. And again, you can have as many of these alternatives as you want. You just keep clicking this toggle alternative rank, and it will cycle through your different letters and give you different results. So that's it. That's essentially how we use our alternative ranks in product recs. They're available to all users, and just click that little button and it's going to toggle the rank for your alternatives.